Hello everyone and welcome to my shop. We're going to work on getting the bell housing swapped over to the from the 216 to the 235. So let's get to it. I think I've decided I am going to pressure wash it. So, and this transmission and bell housing is nasty as that was. I mean, there's 70 years of oil. It's probably, man, that's caked on there. That's probably a quarter inch. But anyway, we're gonna get the starter off. Like I said, I'm gonna keep this starter for a spare part because it'll fit on that 235, and I bought the thing brand new. So anyway, we'll get him off and we'll start working on getting this transmission off, and then the bell housing, the clutch assembly and the bell housing, and they're definitely going to have to pressure wash. So while I'm doing all that, I'll be probably just put the wheels on that truck and roll it out here out the front door here. And flywheel's still good. Looks like had a lot of oil leaking out the back of the valve cover. See, it was glued and stuck, but look at all that. That just drained down that way. I don't know. I just wasn't successful in stopping the oil leak. So there's an inspection pan I need to get off here so I can get. Now the two upper transmission bolts you see, you can get to from the outside. The two bottom you got to get through from the inside. And you can take this inspection pan off to do it. So I'll be and on the bottom. So that's where we're going next. Definitely need a rag while I'm messing around with this stuff. Alright, we're going to now remove the bottom inspection pan. Alright, there's your clutch assembly. And there's the two bolts. There's one, and there's one right here. They're a 3/4 inch wrench. We'll get it out. That's your two lower transmission bolts. Alright, I've already got the two bottom bolts of the transmission out. We'll get the two top ones. Make sure everything's disconnected around there. Alright. Boy, this thing's nasty. Nasty, nasty. Okay, it's already loose. I don't know how much it weighs. I'm going to attempt to do it, just pick it with my take it off by hand. I've got a transmission jack I can use in and proves. And I'll probably use it to reinstall it. There we go. That weighs a few pounds. Right. Now here's your throwout bearing right there. It still feels pretty good. Now, I know this can't be the original, so more than likely it was replaced at least who knows how many times in its lifespan. But it still feels pretty good. I'll keep it over there so I can make sure I match it up to the new one. Offhand, it does look like it's the same, but we'll match it up to see. Now, we've got to drop the, there's a plate here I've got to take off so I can get at that flywheel. Well, the clutch, you got to take the clutch plate off, the pressure plate, then the flywheel, then I can take the bell housing off. Now we're going to remove the pressure plate bolts. Right here is one. There's 6 of them all the way around. I'll use a screwdriver to turn the flywheel by jimmying it here like that. Anyway, that's that. Alright, I'm going to maneuver the to get the last bolt from the pressure plate. To turn it by leveraging it against the bell housing. Now, kind of shows you how much compression this engine has. The plugs are still in it, and I can easily turn it. There's just not a whole lot of compression left in this engine. Here it comes. There's the clutch and there's the pressure plate. Wow, that clutch is in pretty good shape. Well, he's worn now. He's worn pretty good. I can get close to those rivets there. I was looking at the other countersunk rivets. Yeah, it's pretty close. Yeah, this was getting real close to needing replaced. Alright. How's that look? Well, I'm putting a new one in anyway. But he looks pretty good. Alright, there's the throw bearing rod right here. And now there's the pressure plate. I'll get a close-up of the, the flywheel. I'll get a close-up of that to show the kind of locks that are on it. Now he's always fun to get off because he weighs a few pounds. Alright, you can see I've got the inspection plate lifted up and out of the way, and you can see it gives a whole lot better view of what's going on. Alright, now what we have down here on the flywheel, let's see if we can get better light. There we go. So we got 6 3/4 bolts that holds the flywheel onto the crank. Now once they're removed, the flywheel removed, I can then get the bell housing off. That's just the way they built them back in the day. there's a pin, a key pin that the pressure plate flywheel only goes on one way, so you can't mess it up as far as balance or any of that other stuff. And you can see deep in there is the pilot bushing that I'm going to be replacing also. Looks like it's got some kind of index mark on it too. All right, well, and we're just carrying on. All right, I'm back. I'm down to the last two of the 6 bolts that holds the flywheel in. Now there's some locking tabs that fold over. I'll show a close-up of them once I get them off. They fold over the bolts to keep them from backing off once you get them tightened on there. And I've got one more clip in. I've got him started, so I've got him out of the way now, and I can get my socket on it. I mistakenly said it was a 3/4 inch. Actually, it's 11/16. And before you put any torque to it, you want to make sure your socket fits good and tight. So these are real thin bolts. There you go. Let's try that. Get them on there good enough. Make sure I'm on real good. I don't want to strip them out. Everything's giving me a hard time here now I'm recording. Alright, there's one. Let my air compressor build up a little bit. Well, that's the last one, and he just don't want to come off there. We'll give it a little bit of persuasion. Alright, air compressor kicked on, gave me enough pressure, and I was able to get that last bolt off. So now we're going to jimmy the flywheel off. come off a lot easier. This one hadn't been off in 70 years probably. He weighs a few pounds. All right. See, he's got keys, so he only goes on one way. All right. Now we'll take off. I got one more inspection pan, looks like, to take off. And then that bell housing will come right off. It don't look too bad. Slide him out of the way. I bet you those are 3/4 inch. Let's see. Oh, they're 11/16. Cool. And unless you've got a U-joint adapter, it may take taking them off with the ratchet. I happen to have one. Well, let's see. Well, let's see. Yeah. What are you going to do? Unfortunately, before you do any damage, just go ahead and just put a wrench on it. Might be a 5/8. That's what it is. 5/8. Isn't that something? I wonder if it can break loose. All right. Let's get over here and that's more better. ratchet. This is probably boring, so I'll probably skip a lot of this. On there. I wonder if I should take that plate off. I think I might have to. Yeah. I think I'm going to have to. A little stubby. I'll break this loose anyway, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to take that other inspection clean off. Just enough room to get that stubby in there to get them bolts. Sure, that guy, the guy who made these plans up on this stand, he did good. I did move them up. When I put it down there, I put it up there as close to the front as I could, so. And the stove bolts, you know, that's why these engines get that nickname. All these stove bolts. I put gloves on these gloves on, they just rip so easy. End up getting nasty anyway. One from an angle. Comes that plate. Alright. So the inspection plate. Put it there for now. I don't think my other one came, but that 235 has it. So I'll probably be reusing him. Oh, I've got 2 bolts right there. Okay. Thinking surely there's more than just 4. When I took that bell housing off, it was quite a few years. So, move you down, you out of the way. Let's go through some of this crud. So there's 6 bolts that holds it on. You know there had to be more than 4, although there's only 4 holding the transmission. There you go, you ponder that. Second one there. Let's see. Another reason why you gotta clean these things up. You don't do them every day, you won't know that there's a bolt or a nut underneath the nastiness. You're rolling these out for for immediate pressure wash. Oh my. 70 years. Now, I'm going to guess this has been off before. I'm going to guess this clutch has had to be. Well, they didn't have to take the bell housing off to replace the clutch, so. Huh. Good play. Oh. There's a couple pins. There's the bell housing. That bell housing has to go back on the 235. I've explained it before, I'll do it again though. The way the rear mounts on the bell housing connect to the cross frame on the truck is at more of an angle than what the 54 is. So the 54 bell housing will not bolt to a 49 truck. So anyway, that's where we're at on that. Ooh, look how nasty. Is that all? No? Okay. Alright. Well, good deal. Now they need cleaned up, and then this engine has got to be put on a spare tire or something to facilitate me taking the 235 off and putting on this stand, so I can take these units I just took off, so I can clean this bell housing and transmission up, so I can put them back on the 235 on this stand. At the same time, I'll take the bell housing off the 235, which is the 54. I'll bolt onto this, and I'm putting the 54 flywheel on the 235. So the flywheels will be staying with their original engines. It's just the bell housings that I'll be swapping. So anyway, there we go.